Day 48, May 6, 2019. The verse of the day: if you declare with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Romans 10:9. My faith is not based on what I read, but what I have experienced. My God is a living God. I do not pray to idols or yesterday or tomorrow. My prayers are always in today because the blessings are always given today. What do you do with it is choice, and whether it is passed on as blessings or kept until it spoils like rotten fruit in a basket that curses others, it's all choice. I had some unsettled energy as I'm walking up to the Indiana-Ohio border. Richmond, Indiana is where I ended my last walk in 2017. It's a place where I had some unresolved issues. I thought I had racism done to me at a Cracker Barrel. I thought that I was being made fun of by the spiritual gifts that I had at a stoplight. And then I was ushered off from Indiana into Ohio so quickly. And I went back to go live with my parents. I had a girlfriend who I ended up finding out was not, she wasn't broken up, she was still engaged. And so it made the walk of truth show me all the lies. And the beauty of it is that during the course of my walk, I had asked God to show me love. And at the end, I wanted love to be there for me. At the very end of my walk, I found love, and love was inside me, and actually love came to visit me. His name was King Odin Elias. And the beauty about it is King Odin had looked over me the whole time while I was walking. My mother prayed for me. King Odin came to me earlier that day, as you guys know. He came as a bird as I was walking up. And the night before, he had me post a bunch of his pictures. I still haven't resolved how I feel that he's left me in the flesh, but in the spirit, he still stays with me. So he was with me during my walk as he brought my partner, who he had appointed as my service human. Her name is Love at First Light, Mindy Dawn. And she helped me walk through this same area where I had told her the days leading up to me stopping, such the magical gifts that God was just doling out left and right when you just look up into the sky and you see what he has to offer. And we had a lot of time talking about just the many wonderful things in our lives that have happened. And I had stopped my walk short, but the beauty of it is Odie and I were guests at my parents' house, probably overstaying our welcome. They had fixed income. I didn't feel the inspiration to write my book because I knew it was a 3-part series and I was still in the middle of the third. The first one is finding the one. The second one is walking with the one. And the third one is becoming the one. And that's all being a walk with and finding Christ, because I wanted to find who Jesus Christ was and really know who God is. I mean, that's the purpose of life for me. And I found God in Odie. You know, dog backwards. He told me about my dog, Mad Dog, and his name backwards is Goddamn. Because he was just this crazy dog that we had, that my dad would read a book on how to discipline the boxer. And it wasn't the kindest and nicest things. He was trying to teach him to be obedient. And in a man's world, obedience is through force. And we want everyone to be obedient. That's the reason why we have laws. And it's not natural law, it's man's laws. But love is the true test of obedience, because love is pure, it's true, it's honest. And animals don't lie to you, they tell you the truth. You know, as I sat walking down the road, I saw so much carnage, so much dead animals, baby birds and mother mothers that had been hit and their babies had been spewed all over the roads. And I feel sorry for them. But then I'll come upon a cross with a memorial for someone who was in service for you and I in this world as well, as these animals are in service for you and I in this world, like the ants, like the bugs that crush against our windshields, and the animals that walk across the roads, you know. So we pay tribute back, is what the animals say, with seeing some of our loss, because we forget about loving in the present. You know, toward the end of the walk, I was glad that my partner, Mindy, helped join in with me so that we can walk together. And we stopped and we saw Mabel. She was our Lyft driver to take us back to our hotel when we finished walking 6 miles. And Mabel had told us that she appreciates our walk because her mother had passed away from cancer not long ago, and her friend. And that the cures are not just for children, but they are for you and I. You know, if you don't know that you'll have cancer, then what you're doing is you're casting something for your future. It's your future. You know, think of it that way. Your taxes don't pay for your future. They pay for yesterday. You know, you're paid for what you've worked for. That's what it is. It's paid for yesterday. But to pay for future is to pay for cures, and that's for tomorrow. So I want you guys to look at yourselves as you say that you don't have addictions, drugs, whatever it is. You know, my father, as I explained to him even about getting an inhaler and taking that and then drinking alcohol, that they have side effects to each other, and that are drugs. They're drugs. They're different things that you put in your body, you consume them. So you have to be very aware of what you put in your body. It's nice to know that the energy that I had walking past this area will hopefully be better. I mean, Indiana is not safe, and I didn't want to walk across with my medication, and I was glad Mindy was there to hold my hand through as we walked through together. It helped that the pain wasn't there, because I could just talk about what had happened to me the last time I was here. Sometimes you just need to reach out, and God will direct you where it'll be that day. And you reach out to their hand. It could be, you know, a friend like Mindy. It could be a friend like Odie. It could be a friend like me, or even you. So whatever you guys do all things in love. Thank you for watching and your continued support. Be sure to check out our website at www.AMileAChild.org and share us on social media. Most importantly, click the donate button to save someone from a day of addiction and help find cures for tomorrow. God bless.